This particular gist is very huge, but let's talk about it before we go deep into the details, okay?
Unveiling the truth.
Breaking news, stories unfold, LAVERITAV news, truth to be told. In-depth reporting, facts shine bright. Stay informed, day and night. LAVERITAV news, your trusted source. Unveiling the truth, of course. Current events in real time. LAVERITAV news, always on your mind.
Hello, welcome to LAVERITATV Trending News. My name is Rebecca Amos. Today on LAVERITATV Trending News, we're going to be talking about some recent happenings in our society. Now let's get into the gist properly. Lady cries as a car dealer uses her money and that of others to pay off loans. Set up a gold shop for his wife and later shoots himself to death because he was drowning in debt. Now, what will make someone take such a risk? Collecting funds from people all in the name of getting a car for them, and you end up using the money to set up a business for your wife and commit suicide. What in God's name will cause one to do such an act? According to the woman, she paid the now late car dealer money in 2024 for the purchase of a luxury car. Trusting his credibility, she also referred a friend who also paid him for a separate car order. Unknown to both women, the dealer was heavily indebted and battling suicide thoughts. In a shock twist, the car dealer used their combined funds and that of other victims to settle his debt and establish a gold shop for his wife, and after this, he shot himself to death. Okay, I would have said, okay, maybe this man was going through a lot, and maybe his family has been going through hardship, which is why he had a thought of starting a business. But if you look at the kind of business that he was into, okay, buying and selling of cars, I don't think if this man was going through any hardship anyways. But why in God's name will you decide to go into more debt in order to settle debt? And of all the businesses in this world, he chose to open a shop where they sell gold, or a gold business for his wife. Like, just imagine, and ended up killing himself. No amount of debt is worth taking your life. No amount of debt will make you have a thought of suicide. I think it doesn't worth it. So it sounds somehow to me. I'm not okay, I'm not comfortable with it. But it is well. Everyone has his own thoughts. Let's just try to be fair to ourselves and always have positive thoughts in our minds. It's very, very important. This particular gist is very huge, but let's talk about it before we go deep into the details, okay? So, we all know there's this particular goes that have been going on online that we've been pursuing, okay, about our wonderful actress Angela Okorie and our wonderful actress Mercy Johnson Okochie. So they've been having this goes, this one or two issues online. Even though Ms. Johnson Okoji hasn't said anything about it, it has always been a one-sided story. Like, it has always been Angela Okorie giving a back-to-back dragging to Mercy Johnson Okoji, but she has never said a word about it. So recently, Angela Okorie had went on Instagram on a live video. She said, no, sorry, on a post, she stated that she has forgiven Miss Johnson because she discovered that Miss Johnson Okoje is battling with a health challenge, which was allegedly said not to be true. So she said that she has forgiven her. And behold, the goddaughter, or shall I say the daughter of Mercy Johnson that we all know, Regina Daniels, came out to confront Angela Okorie for the statement she made that she has forgiven her. She goes, this is just the beginning. You understand? So, you know, while they were into it, the glass goes here and there. This one will say this, that one will reply, the response here and there. There was this particular response that got my attention. And I was like, wow, I need to bring it up Yeah, so we talk about it and we hear how it was going. You know, the way the little girl was backlashing Angela Okorie, man, it caught my attention. I feel like, was it not? Oh my god, oh my god. You need to hear this. Now let's go into this just properly. Um Angela Okorie replies to Regina Daniels saying, "How can I be looking for an ancestor?" Actress Angela Okorie reacts to Regina Daniels' claim that she chased after her billionaire husband, Ned Nwoko. "Little girl, you need your head examined." Okay, lately, Regina Daniels accused Angela Okorie of going after her husband. Now, this particular statement was made by Angela Okorie in response to what Regina Daniels said. She claims that it is not true. Okay, God forbid I reject you and that's your ancestor in Jesus' name. Amen. Tell MJ to come out and debunk the things I said about her. Now, in this aspect, Angela Okorie was actually boasting, like she's saying with her full chest, that Mercy Johnson Okoje knows what exactly she has been talking about. But we're not going to say if it's true or not because Mercy Johnson is yet to come out and say a word about this particular things going on social media. In response to the statements that Angela Okorie made above, Regina Daniels goes with, "You cannot be looking for an ancestor, yet you walk with your two legs into the ancestor and his wife's Abuja mansion, coolly collected 500,000 from him and walked away. If you get respect, why collect 500,000 and told us that the ancestor and his wife blocked you the same day? The little girl then brought it to public that you received 500k from ancestor. You use boneface to defend yourself for public. Mama, like you dey collect 500k from small girl and ancestor." This is what we call gbas, okay? So Regina Daniels was trying to tell us what was happening. She goes, "You claim you don't love an ancestor or you don't go after ancestors, rather, and yet you could bring down yourself, you stoop yourself so low to collect money from ancestor and his small girl wife," like she called her. This is really funny and it's getting more interesting. "You claim that the same ancestor wanted you to feature his wife in your movie, the same ancestor that can finance the entire movie makers for life. Between you and ancestor's wife, who should be begging to feature, knowing fully well that the ancestor is a money bag?" Wow, we all know this ancestor is really a money bag. They call him ancestor, but we know he's not an ancestor actually. You no get ancestor, you no get small boy. Where is your own husband? No husband. Small girl has a husband with 2 children. Whether ancestor or no ancestor, you married and divorced and became a former married woman. Now you dance in the sand with so-called small girl. Now other girls are joining forces to take you, Mama Angela, apart. Get small shame. Regina Daniels is not Mercy Johnson. She's not just a regular small girl. If you joke with her, do not forget that the ancestor will personally come after you as he did to the other lady. Remember that the people begged and begged him before he let go. MJ too no be your mate. Her husband na rich man and a member of the House of Reps. MJ na SA to the governor of Kogi State and a rich lady. No be by beauty dem dey do am. If na beauty, the girl is beautiful. You no fine, na pancake for face we dey see. No be too much English, na God get power. Mama Angela, na jealousy dey full your mind there. Now men are doing touch and go with you. See, if I were to be Angela Okorie, this particular one touched my body and soul. It touched inside me. Like, imagine the girl she was calling little girl, small girl, this, that is giving her this bass blows. It is not easy. Now, we all are looking forward to seeing the end of this whole bass blows, okay? Because the other party, which is Mercy Johnson, is yet to come out and say her own part of the story. And some people are also saying it's wrong for Regina Daniels to come out and say anything about this whole stuff because they are both her senior colleagues. But you know, they both have this relationship with Mercy Johnson Okogie, which I feel is the reason why she feels she has the right to say something about this. I pray this whole stuff ends well. I got married to my husband 5 years ago, and ever since then, my elder sister, who is a nurse, has been living with us. Recently, I discovered she was pregnant, and when I asked her who was responsible, she kept on telling me not to worry, that I will meet the father of her unborn child soon. Well, I in person is not in support of any woman or any lady bringing in her sister or anyone to stay with her. I'm not in support of it actually, because talking about your elder sister, you know, it's even more understandable bringing in your younger sister to stay with you, but talking about bringing your elder sister to come and stay with you, it's a risk, and I wouldn't advise anyone to do such. That was how we kept on dragging it. I couldn't take it anymore when I had to involve my mom in it. I asked if she was aware that her daughter was pregnant, and she said yes. So I decided to keep mute since she was my elder sister. While looking for her makeup kit, I discovered she had been granted a UK visa, and I also discovered my husband too was granted a UK visa. I became furious. I mean, why would my sister tell me about her visa? And why was she with my husband's visa? Then I decided to merge the two incidents together, and it began to make sense to me. Before then, my husband had told me he would be traveling to South Africa for a 2 week conference from his place of work. And it just came to my knowledge that the both of them were actually planning to go to the UK and not South Africa as my hubby has earlier stated. I also realized that my sister and my husband had been seeing each other secretly for over 3 years now. As a matter of fact, he is the father of our unborn child. He had the plans of settling down with her in the UK, and he'll be shuttling between Nigeria and UK. Ever since I discovered this, I haven't been myself. I have been sad and angry at myself for bringing my elder sister to live with us. A part of me is telling me to confront them, while the other one is telling me to take both of their passports, my kids, my belongings, and leave the house for the both of them. What is your advice, please? Me in person, I don't know what advice to give to this particular lady, because she had already made the worst mistake by bringing in her elder sister into her house. Like I said earlier, it's a risk, and I won't even make an attempt of taking such a risk. Imagine such huge betrayal. It doesn't make any sense. Why in God's name will an elder sister summon the courage, like the boldness to go out with her younger sister's husband? Why? So, bringing in your sister or whosoever to come and stay with you for that long time. Just imagine being an elder sister. Why won't you strive and make efforts of building your own home? You allowed yourself to come stay with your sister for over 5 years in her marital home. Why? Why won't you go out there and build your own family? And now look at where it has landed her. This is a huge betrayal for me. It doesn't make any sense. But please, guys, as you're going to watch this, please do well to drop your thoughts and your advice for this young lady. I feel she's really, really traumatized and she feels betrayed right now. It is well, and I pray she finds everything easy at the end. The federal government has warned Abuja automobile dealer, popularly known as Alamin Sarki Mota, against taunting civil servants in the country about their inability to acquire most of the cars he puts up for sale in his advert videos. This was disclosed by the National Orientation Agency in a letter signed by its director, General Lanre Issa Onilu, on Monday. According to Onilu, the agency is not pleased with the recent advert put up by Serki Motor in a video to promote a Mercedes-Benz 2023 C300. with artificial intelligence functionalities, where he asked the question, can civil servants afford you? An AI function responded to say, no, maybe in 2062. Okay, first of all, I'm just wondering, why in God's name will he be saying that? Or why will he be using that as his format of advertising what he sells? Is he actually after the civil servants, or is he after those that they are working for? Because it doesn't make it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, you are advertising something for people to come and patronize you, and then you are like specializing it and making it obvious that some set of people cannot patronize you or are not capable of patronizing you. It doesn't sound nice to me, but I'm sure he has his reasons, and I pray he listen and adhere to the warning being given to him.
9 states, one day. Adekunle Komolafe Foundation presents table tennis competition coming up in the city of Kano, Nasarawa, Kogi, Ekiti, Niger, Benue, Lagos, and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). Finals comes up in the city of Kaduna. Amounts to be won: first place 15 million naira, second place 10 million naira, third place 5 million naira. Registration begins on the 5th of June 2025. To register, log in to LAVERITATVProductions.com. For sponsorship, partnership, and advert placement, please call Adekunle Komolafe Foundation Table Tennis Competition. Smash your way to victory.